Hello bookworms, I'm Becca. Welcome to day 2 of the Strike Back Videoathon. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 books that I want to read in 2018. It was so hard to pick just 5 because there are so many books I want to read. If you don't know, one of my resolutions for this year is to mainly read books off of my bookshelf because the majority of the books on my shelf I have not read. And that is a big problem. I definitely am guilty of doing huge book hauls and then not reading the books. So this year I really want to make a conscious effort to read from my bookshelf first. Most of these books have been on my TBR for 2 years almost, if not more. So yeah, it's time to get them read. The first book that I'm going to be talking about is the second book in a trilogy, and it is Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. If you guys know, A Discovery of Witches is one of my favorite books that I have ever read. I just never continued on with the trilogy, and every time I look at it, I know that I want to read it, but I just have not yet. And so this is the year that I think, hopefully, I've been saying this for almost 3 years now. I feel like I've said this every time I make a video talking about books that I want to read. This book is in it, and I have not done it yet. So this really, truly is going to be the year that I read this book. If you don't know, A Discovery of Witches is like an adult supernatural book where there are witches, vampires, demons, that sort of thing, but it all kind of has to do with the professions that you are in. So witches are really into history, and vampires are typically in like the chemistry and medical fields, and demons are very artsy, so they're going to be your like actors, musicians, that sort of thing. And I think that that concept is really cool. The second book that I really need to read this year, finish this year, is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I've been halfway through this book for 2 years, okay? And I love everything Wizard of Oz. I have all of the books in the series, but I'm still halfway through Dorothy Must Die. And it's not even bad. Like, I just haven't finished it. I don't know why. I was reading it and I put it down to pick something else up, and I've never picked it back up. Basically, the Dorothy Must Die series explores what would happen in modern times if Dorothy was not the good guy in the story. She is actually evil. She ruined Oz, and the main character travels to Oz to fix it. So it's really interesting and I love it. The third book that I need to read this year, and now I have 2 copies of it because the hardcover is massive, is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I know everyone loves the series, and I know that I would love it too because this book is definitely right up my alley, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet. The fourth book that I really want to dive into is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I have heard a lot of mixed things on this series. Obviously, Sarah J. Maas is a little iffy, but I own this entire series and I've not read a single book in it. Oh look, I have it dog-eared. I've gotten 20 pages into this probably 2 years ago. And the last book that I need to read this year is Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder. Yesterday in my video, you heard me mention that Poison Study is one of my favorite books I've ever read. Well, this is the sequel to it, and I have never continued on with the series, and literally Poison Study, I still think about it. Like, I still think about that world, I still think about the characters, some of the events that took place, and I don't know what is keeping me from picking up Magic Study. I don't know. I think maybe the end of Poison Study just shook me so hard that I needed a little bit of a break. But I need to continue on with this because I miss the world so much and the characters and everything. So I can see myself picking this one up really soon. And there you guys go. Those are 5 books that I need to read in 2018. Please let me know down below in the comments what books you need to read this year, and recommend some books that you think that I need to read this year, because I'm open to all suggestions. If you want to support my channel, being a small YouTube creator is about to get a lot more difficult, so it would really help me out if you like this video, if you could hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more bookish videos. Normally I put out videos twice a week, but for 30 days I'm really going to try to upload 1 video every single day for the Strike Back Videoathon challenge. So that's all I got for you guys today, but hopefully I will see you tomorrow.